Cash Kabonic's been a really good leadoff hitter thus far this year for Coach Craig Brinkerhoff.
Yeah, and it's really for Trace York, too. He leads the team in innings pitched by a long ways. Next closest is Kalen Bowden, the first baseman, with 37 to third innings pitched. So 53 innings pitched on the season. This is their go-to guy for Grand.
Yep, this is the kid that beat the San Juan Broncos. First pitch, swinging, Cash Kabonic fouls it off.
And Cash Kabonic, we already talked about him. He leads in multiple categories offensively, coming in with the .474 batting average.
Next pitch, hit right back up the middle. There goes a no-hitter. No gun on the second pitch of the game.
Well, and that's what Kanab wants to see, and that's why Cash Kabonic's up there. Leads in hitting, batting average, and on-base percentage. Nice piece of hitting from the left side.
Yep, and he's a threat to steal.
Yeah, for sure. He's got 8 stolen bases.
Brings up Cale Glover, shortstop. See how they choose to play it here. Coach Brinkerhoff has been known to play a little small ball. First pitch to Glover, over the head. Ducks under for ball 1.
Yeah, curveball that just didn't really break like he wanted to. Left it inside, and Glover's able to dive underneath it. But he comes in with a .348 batting average. He's got 14 RBIs and 9 stolen bases.
Tried to throw behind, but nothing on ball 2. Yeah, I watched him during the warm-ups. He wasn't seeming to get on top of that curveball.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know how many times he's been on a mound with artificial turf either. So
well, we've seen all tournament long so far, Willie, with last weekend, Tuesday, and then here today so far. If you don't get ahead in the count and throw strikes early or get multiple pitches working, teams are going to make you pay for it.
Strike 1, and Trace York, the only ball player on the team that wears the traditional socks. Everybody else got the pants pulled down. That's, ooh, man. What a play by Trace York. He just about got his head taken off by the line drive off the bat of Cale Glover. And on the L1 for out number 1, and on the put out at first base, out number 2. So just like that, they erased the base runner.
Well, and it did. It put him right on his backside as it knocked him over. He comes up with the line drive, and from the seat of his pants, he throws to first base to get the double play.
So that'll bring up Latimer Glover, second baseman, from the right side. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Seen Latimer last weekend get a home run.
Yeah, played really good defense too at second base for Kanab. Does a nice job batting in the 3-hole. And Latimer comes in with a .375 batting average. Got 20 RBIs and 5 stolen bases.
Got the 1 home run, like I said.
Yep, that 1 home run, and you and I saw that. That was one that just curved just around the foul pole.
Yep. Strike 2 there on a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Whoa, gets him on the back. So first hit by pitch, first freebie given up in the ball game goes to the Grant County Red Devils.
Well, and, you know, we've seen that already, how it's affected teams earlier when you give up walks or hit by pitch, and right there, hit by pitch. Just when you think you got 2 outs and you're on the way to close out this inning, you hit Latimer Glover, and then you bring up a dangerous Kanab Roscoe batting in the 4 spot for Kanab. He comes in with a .466 batting average, 27 runs batted in. He has 3 home runs on the season.
First pitch outside. So the 1-0 pitch to Cannon Verasco, the catcher for Coach Craig Brinkerhoff. On its way, curveball stays up, throw back behind again. No go. Bounce that one down there.
Yeah, for York to be effective, he's got to be able to get that curveball working. When he's leaving it up in the zone, it's pretty easy for these hitters just to lay off it.
So the 2-0 pitch. 2 outs. Well, strike 1 and another throwdown.
Yeah.
Ian Ellis not afraid to
I was going to say,
test him.
Ian Ellis is saying, hey, I'm back here. Don't forget about me.
Next pitch, upstairs, ball 3.
Yeah, so hit by pitch and then falls behind the count 3-1. Has a chance to put another runner on, and that would move Latimer Glover from first to second in scoring position.
3-1 pitch on its way outside, ball 4. So back-to-back freebies. Base on balls, follows the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Cooper Anderson, center fielder.
Yeah, the center fielder, Cooper Anderson, does a nice job defensively, but also at the plate. .414 batting average. He got 18 RBIs and 9 stolen bases.
First pitch is upstairs, ball 1.
Well, Cooper plays center field, has good speed out there, really takes control on the defensive side of things out there in center field for the Kanab Cowboys.
And good arms all the way around in the outfield for Kanab.
Well, right now, Coach Brinkerhoff's just saying, hey, let's get a strike, make York work, drive his pitch count up.
York says okay, and he throws one.
Yeah, now Anderson will be ready. That's as much of the strategy with the pitch count and the rules the way they are now. Is the more pitches you can see and drive up the pitch count, maybe you knock out a team's ace sooner than they'd like to be.
Yep, makes the coaching kind of a headache from time to time. Back when it was just easy, and all I had to worry about was the innings pitched.
That's right, innings pitched. 14 in a week.
I knew a guy. I know a guy got away with some of that kind of stuff.
All within the rules.
Yep. And the next year, what'd you have?
Pitch count.
That's it. The boys took notice of you country kids. I'll tell you. All righty. Counts 3-1. Ian Ellis has gone out to visit with his pitcher. Cooper Anderson's at the plate with 2 outs, a 3-1 count. Outside, ball 4. So that'll load him up for Walker Baird. Will be on the mound today for Coach Craig Brinkerhoff. He's one of them. Let's see a lot of guys throw right, bat left. He's one of them, but we got some guys on their team that'll throw left and bat right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll see how York adjusts now that he's not thrown out of the stretch, goes back to the windup. I think he's a lot more comfortable throwing out of the windup versus the stretch.
Walker Baird's, we've seen him slowly build that batting average back up. He started in the just overrun it.
Yeah, Tatum Bisco gave really good effort. I mean, he went a long ways from shortstop clear to literally the fence of where it jogs back into the bullpen right there, and the ball just drifted just a little bit back behind him. You see the flags moving just a little bit towards center field and towards the Marriott Center. That ball shifted just a little bit, and he kind of dove back for it, but just missed it.
So it evens the count up at 1-1. 2 outs, runners at first and second, a 2-run lead for the Kanab Cowboys. Next pitch. Thought about it, but head up. Watch strike 2.
Yeah, like you said, it looked like he wanted it and then thought maybe it's an outside pitch. I'm going to lay off it. But umpire says no, it's in there for a strike.
So the 1-2 pitch on its way. Curveball. He just can't seem to
get the curveball
to work.
Get
on top of that, can he?
No, and it's hurt because even with 2 outs, then you get a hit by pitch and a walk and then a single. And now you're down 2-0.
That's fouled right back here toward us. And I'm not sure. It looked like maybe the runners might have been moving as well.
I think just going on the swing where there's 2 strikes, they see him start to make an offering at it, they're going to be taken off.
Anderson out there with good speed. Started to take off again. Going to ring him up on the looky-loo. Strike 3. But The Kanab Cowboys, they come up with 2 runs. They do it on the 2 hits. There was 1 error in the ball game, and there were 2 runners left on. So after 1 complete, 2-0 Kanab. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centricom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centricom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centricom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
Okay, we're back at Miller Field. 2A State baseball, top of second. Grand comes to bat with Trace York, JT Dowd, and Caden Swayze. Facing Walker Baird. That ball ripped to center field pretty hard. That's going to get over the head of Brady Ramsey. 1 hops fence. He's going to go for 3. Comes a throw to third. It's offline. So a stand-up triple for Trace York.
Yeah, Trace York batting .346, 32 RBIs. He hit that one the deepest part of the park, and it landed on the warning track, and 1 hopped up to the 402 sign.
Yeah, right on the 402 sign there. So he hit that over to New Skin or to the left.
Yeah.
It had been a 2-1 ball game. So that brings JT Dowd to the plate. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1.
JT Dowd comes in with a .382 batting average. He's got 22 RBIs.
Here's the pitch. Fastball right there, strike 1.
Yeah, looking for a pitch he can drive in. Trace York got to get something out of the infield. Infield's playing kind of halfway, not really in trying to cut the run, but they're halfway just in case it's hit something sharply at them. They have the ability to check the runner, make sure he doesn't go home, or if they do, they have maybe a potential play on him.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at third. Good stop there by Verosco behind the plate. Get that one from going to the screen.
Yeah, 3-1 count now. Definitely a hitter's count. If you're JT Dowd, you got to be looking for your pitch right here.
Walker Baird not afraid to throw that curveball in this count. That's going to score the run. There'll kill Glover at first. Get him on the hop.
Yeah, picks up the RBI, but like you said, gets a ground ball out to the shortstop, Kel Glover, who throws a 1-hopper over to first base to get the out. But because the infield was playing halfway, that run's able to come in and score.
So first pitch, strike 1 to Caden Swayze, the third baseman. Base is empty.
Swayze's a .246 average with 22 RBIs on the season.
Curveball misses. So the 1-1. Strike there on the corner. Walker Baird got the good movement on that fastball. It's going to tail back in on the right-handers.
Yeah, we've got a few interesting numbers, too. Caden Swayze batting, wearing number 79, and Trace York, obviously 99. Maybe because his last name's York, there's someone in New York that wears that same number.
There is. He's tearing it up, ain't he, so far this year. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to find a hole.
Yeah, Swayze just reached out and kind of hit around that ball. You'd like to see him keep his hands inside the baseball and drive it into right center field, but he just goes ahead and punches that one through the 5-6 hole.
One stolen base on the season for Mr. Swayze. So they'll bring up Ian Ellis, the catcher.
Yeah, and Ian Ellis is a .325 hitter. Senior, has 8 RBIs. 9 seniors on this Crown County team.
Curveball stays up. Like I say, when we looked at the lineup, 8 of them were on the starting lineup last year.
Yeah, Kanab's only got 4 seniors.
That ball's fouled back. Evens the count up 1-1.
Ian Ellis, the catcher, we saw him last inning doing everything he could to try to keep those runners close and not get a big secondary lead there at first base.
Next pitch, curveball stays up. Since that first inning, Rockers had trouble dialing in that curveball.
You know, he really has. He was so efficient in that first inning. He had 2 strikeouts and a fly out. Didn't throw a lot of pitches, but so far, having a little bit longer inning, throwing more pitches.
Gets one there on the outside corner for strike 2, even things up at 2-2. Here's the pitch. There's that curveball. Ian Ellis had it timed up, just goes foul. And out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Go ahead.
Delta and Grantsville tied up 1-1. Juab 6-0 over American Leadership. Providence Hall still 2-0 on Richfield. North San Pete 1-0 over Carbon. Emery 4-0 over Manti. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Got a pitch up in the zone. Got Ellis to chase.
Third strikeout for Walker Baird. That brings us to Weston Jones, the second baseman. I smell Chinese food. Joe, is that you?
Yes, it is.
You rascal.
Weston Jones, the second baseman.
That's hit to the right side foul, going to get out of play for strike 1.
Weston's got a .340 batting average, has 7 RBIs on the season.
So the pitch bounces up there. Evens the count at 1-1. One and one, 2 outs, 2-1 ball game here. Top of the second inning. Ho, upstairs.
That's that curveball again, just struggling really to get that curveball to work. If you're Grand, you're probably just saying, hey, we're not swinging any curveballs unless we have 2 strikes. Make him throw it for a strike. We're going to sit on a fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike. And they were sitting on that one, fouled it off.
I had a really good swing on it, just a little late. Hits it way foul down the right field line and out of play.
Swayze still at first base. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 right there on the corner. Got him looking. 3rd out. So they come up with 1 run. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors in the inning, and there was 1 runner left on base. So after 1.5, 2-1, Kanab coming to bat in the bottom of the second on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive, or Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
I'm
Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Okay, we're back. Larry H. Miller Field. Trace York will face Brady Ramsey, Hayden Gubler. Back top order, Cash Kamonic. Ball hit towards the shortstop. Picked up there. Throw to first. Kalen Bowden was able to scoop that one up out of the dirt for out number 1 on the 6-3 put out.
Yeah, Bisco did a nice job fielding that one as he threw it across. Got a little bit low, but Bowden does a nice job. And he's a big, tall first baseman, but he went down, like you said, able to make that play.
Yep, so, and that's one nice thing about the turf. You're going to get a good hop, good clean bounce on that. Ball 1 there to Hayden Gubler, number 9 hitter in the lineup. And you actually get a little bit of a speed up sometimes, too, on that thing.
Uh-huh.
That's hit towards the center fielder. Woo, almost got over his head. J.T. Dowd was able to jump up and grab that.
I'll tell you what, had he not, that ball's going to get clear to the back of the wall there at the Y, just right of the 402 sign there in center field. You know, and he'd have been able to run for a while, but making a nice catch.
So Cash Kabonic will come up. He got a base hit and then got picked off at first base. First pitch inside for strike 1. Cash has done a good job in the leadoff spot for Coach Craig Brinkerhoff this year. Next pitch, that's ripped towards center field. J.T. Dowd.
Oh, jeez, back to back.
Another one just like that. So maybe getting out there on him. So the F8.
Well, yeah.
And number 3.
For those that are just listening and aren't actually able to see that, he goes over. Those are line shots hit to him there in center field. But then last minute, he's kind of jumping up, putting up his glove hand, and making the catch.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on after 2 complete. It's 2-1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centacom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Okay, Walker Baird back. He'll face 9-1-2. Comes back with the top of the 3rd inning. He's got a 1-run lead. And he gets strike 1 to Kalen Bowden, first baseman. Big target in there.
Yeah.
What do you suppose he is, 6'7", 6'8"? Strike 2.
Yeah, for sure. Probably 6'7". Walker Baird's not real short either out there. He's a big, tall kid, and Bowden, he just towers over everybody right now.
I thought maybe he had another one, but that down low, Blue says. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, curveball. Hit towards the third baseman. He's going to have to hurry. Off balance. Oh, just can't get to it. Bowden's going to second. Here's the throw. Going to get him.
Yep.
Got him.
I'll tell you what, that's the one thing that's impressed me about Kanab and Coach Bringerhoff's coach teams is they're doing all the little things all the time. And right there, you had the catcher down the line backing up the throw, but the right fielder, the second baseman, both players going over to help back that up. And right there, you know, I think Bowden would have still made it, but he took such a wide turn. I mean, but give Kanab credit for backing up right there.
Well, I have to go with an error on that, on the throw.
Yeah.
Next pitch. Strike one. Strike one to Brecken Shepard. Fouls that one off. Strike two. Brecken Shepard, the left fielder. Yeah, Brosco tried, but just had the throw been on line. I think maybe the first baseman, Ramsey, would have been able to come up with it, but it was offline a little as well. That was, hey, bobbled, but picked up by the coach over there.
What do you teach him? You say get the hands out in front, keep the ball in front of you, and he did that and scoops it up.
Get down, stay off your knee. Ooh. Roscoe tried to frame that one, but didn't get the call. Got a little tighter strike zone in this one than we had earlier in the. Of course, this is a winner's bracket game. That other one was a one-loss bracket. I don't know if they talked about something like that. Ball two.
Brecken Shepard, too, struck out back in the first, his first time up, but comes in with a .349 batting average. He's one of the top hitters on this team.
That's from the left-hand side. That's lifted straight up. Walker Baird's calling it. He's got it for out number two on the P1.
Yeah, and he caught that on the right as the circle for home plate starts down the first baseline. He came in and caught it right there. That would have been a tough one for the catcher because you got to get rid of the mask, turn your back to the infield, and then you talked about the sun, Willie. That sun would have been right there battling, so I think that's the right move. A lot of times you want your pitcher just to get out of the way, but Baird had the best play on it.
Yeah, that one straight up is the toughest one for the catcher. Strike one. Throws that one by him. Yeah, when you step up there, you try to get that mask off. You're looking up, trying to crane your neck and worrying about two or three other things, and that ball straight up's tough to locate. Strike 2-1, fouled back.
Well, I think that's kind of helped Baird, too. He looks like a different pitcher. Back more like he did in the first inning. Had a kind of a long second inning there, but looking really good here in the third.
So the 0-2. Up outside. That curveball, I think, got away from him. Still having just a little bit of trouble with the curveball, but kind of gone to that fastball as his out pitch.
I think there's a show called that, isn't there? Trouble with the curve?
Yeah. Mr. Eastwood. Ball two. Can you hear it? Ooh, curveball off the foot.
Romeo Williams, the right fielder.
Romeo, how does the foot feel?
Yeah, he's hobbling right there. That hurt. Come right off the foot. You see a lot of those shin guards worn, especially in the major league level, because they hit the ball so hard, and when it goes straight down, it hurts really bad. And
yeah, when it's coming at you at 99 mile an hour and goes down 103 mile an hour, think about it.
Yep.
Oh, swing and a miss, strike three. So, no runs, no hits. There was one error in the inning, and there was no runner left on base. So after 2.5, it's 2-1. Kanab coming to bat here in the bottom of the third on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centicom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Okay, we're back. Trace York still on the mound for the Red Devils. He'll face 2, 3, 4. Cale Glover, Latimer Glover, and Cannon Dorotsko. Trace York had that triple his first time up. Scored the only run for the Red Devils. Cale Glover takes that one downstairs for ball 1. Next pitch. Fastball that's lifted towards the center fielder. JT Dowd comes in on that one, made that look a little more routine.
Yeah, and that ball was more popped up, right? That was a more of a high pop up to center field, so it came down versus that line drive that sometimes continues to have a little rising effect to it. A lot easier for Dowd to just stay under that one, make the play.
Latimer Glover got hit by a pitch his first time up. First pitch in that outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, and then he came around, scored that first run. So just when it looked like maybe Kanab had kind of run themselves out of an inning, then hit by pitch, and a walk, and then 2
that
runs.
One's drilled right up. Well, he got it again. JT Dowd. He's gonna keep the crowd on his toes.
Yeah, and he's got to realize any line drive, typically bill of the hat. If it's above the bill of the hat, you got to get back. If it's in front of the bill of the hat or lower, you can come in on it, right?
Yep.
And those balls are drifting back. He's got to go back and then make sure he keeps the ball in front.
Yep, they've been lucky. The ones that they've been hit hard, but not as hard as you could see on some of them line drives out there. So, Cannon Dorotsko walked his last time up. Ball 1.
Cannon also scored.
Chuab leading American leadership 11-zip. Outside.
Cannon's got 3 home runs, 466. Leads the team with 27 runs batted in.
Grantsville leading Delta 3-1. Providence Hall 2-1 over Richfield right now. Strike 1, I mean, to Borotsko.
Yeah, and he looked down at Coach Brinkerhoff like, dang it, that was a good pitch. I wanted to hit that one, but he laid off it.
Next pitch, it's hit towards the third baseman. Caden Swayze over to first base, but they couldn't get him. Throw was offline.
You know, one thing we've noticed, Willie, so far in this the third game today so far, these infielders, you still got to charge the ball, right? Yeah. They're kind of just sitting on their heels. I think they've been coached up that the ball's going to get to you quicker. Well, it is if it's hit quicker. Yeah. But at the same time, it's pretty true. You've got to still charge the ball, and by the time you wait on it, the other thing is it's a really good running surface for runners. They're getting down the line. There's no dirt to spin out in or sand or soft running surface. Yep. So you got to charge the ball and get rid of it quickly, and right there, waiting too long, creating an error.
Pitch outside. There goes Ian Ellis, going to try it down again. Yeah, the defensive dynamics don't change just because the surface is a little different. You still have to do all the things, like you said, charge the baseball. You lay back, bad things happen.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. 2 out. Cannon Borotsko at first. Pitch in the dirt. Ellis comes up with that one.
Well, and this is where Kanab did their damage back in the first, is once they got to 2 outs, then York struggled out there throwing out of the stretch. And right now, same thing, couple balls after you get a runner on base. So the key for Kanab is to keep applying pressure with runners on base.
2-0 pitch to Cooper Anderson. And there, curveball for strike 1. Probably the best curveball that York's thrown all day.
Well, and you know, it's interesting. You look at the grand team. They're wearing the black pants, the black top with the red letters. York wears the high red socks. Everyone else has the pants down.
That one's low and away for ball 3. Walker Baird got a chance if they get to him again. He's the one that got that 2-out hit with 2 guys on. Three 1 pitch to Anderson. Oh, he thought he had ball 4. Blue says different.
Yeah, he had tossed the bat, was headed down, but nonetheless brings him back in with the full count.
Means that Roscoe will be off with the pitch. Got to make sure it is thrown. There he goes.
Got him.
Got him. So.
Backwards K, I was just going to say right there, Cooper Anderson, you know, we thought 3-1 was ball 4 and then thought that one was maybe ball 4 too, but the curveball dropped right in there for strike 3.
So no runs, no hits. There was the 1 error and there was 2 runners. No, 1 runner left on base. Where'd I go? Yeah, 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, 2-1. Kanab will be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Okay, we're back. Tatum Bisco, Trace York, and JT Dowd to face Walker Baird. They're down 2-1 here in top of the 4th. First pitch from Walker Baird. Curveball. Good one. Pulled the string on that one. Fooled Tatum Bisco.
Yeah, Bisco just swung right through that one, kind of pulled his head off of it. Front side came open and didn't see it the last half of the crossing of the plate.
That one's lifted towards center field. Second baseman going out. Latimer Glover's got it on over the shoulder for the F4, out number 1. Trace York, he coming up. Go ahead.
Glover just did a really good job of keeping the ball in front of him and to his left side and just followed it all the way, made a nice backhanded catch.
So they're playing him a little deeper now in center field.
Yeah. A lot deeper.
Yeah. First pitch curveball.
And I was going to say, and you saw the pitch there, he's going to get a steady diet of curveballs after he showed what he can do at the fastball.
Well, I mentioned he is a big kid, and he showed it there. That's that one hopper off the 302 or 402 sign, curveball, strike 2. We hadn't been close in either one of them.
Nope. He'll get a steady diet right here.
So the 0-2, Walker Baird. Oh, tried to sneak
him. Jeez.
Yeah.
Surprised us all. But give York credit. He wasn't fooled. He was right on that fastball. Just got a little bit underneath it and fouled it straight back out of play over the top of the stadium here.
Ooh. Curveball. Almost got him. Just got a piece of that to stay alive. Yeah, if you're going to challenge him, I think you got to challenge him up and in.
Yeah. Then come low and away with the curveballs.
Yeah. But what do we know, Coach?
Hey, that's why we're up here.
We're just announcers. Ooh. Last game, that would have been strike 3.
Yeah, came back with the fastball just a little bit out off the plate. Missed it.
Here's the pitch. Uh-oh. Hit it a ton again. But off of his glove. Hit it again a ways out there, but E8 on that one.
Yeah, still really surprised they threw him fastball. I think they're going to take note now. All the coaches in there probably making notes in their notepads coming in when they talk to both Verosco and Baird. They're going to say, hey, no more fastballs.
Well, they better if they haven't written that down. So JT Dowd grounded out his first time.
Well, for Grand now they got things going again. They've got a runner at scoring position with one out here. Base hit will tie this game.
First pitch from Walker Baird. He steps off. Wants to talk to Cannon Borotsko behind the plate.
Yeah, I'm sure with the runner at second base now, just kind of switch up your signs and count a little bit. You know, whether they go on first sign, second sign, third sign, whatever. Left fielder for Kanab, Kabonic playing fairly deep. Anderson comes a little bit further in now with York at second base and not at the plate, not playing as deep in center, and same thing in right field. Grady Anderson not quite as deep.
Curveball, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Big kick. That's hit to the right-hand side. Brady Ramsey going over. Has he got room? Yeah, right at the fence. Bounces off the fence.
Really
comes
nice
up the
play.
Baseball. So the P3 is out number 2. Caden Swayze, though, is one that did the damage last time up with the base hit. Well, I guess JT Dowd had hit York in on the ground ball. So I think they're going to give us a base runner.
Yeah, I think
for Trace York.
Yeah, with 2 outs.
What's that number?
31.
31? Who we got?
Yeah, so 31 is, I don't have a 31. See if we can find out who that is real quick. 31 is Beto Carroll.
Beto Carroll.
Beto Carroll, maybe?
First pitch, curveball down to Caden Swayze, ball 1. Beto Carroll. Beto Carroll.
Yep.
That rolls off the tongue, kind of. Next pitch. It's fouled back here over our head.
Oh, come right back down, too.
Yep.
Ended up on row 1.
That's another that sun's slowly creeping towards home plate. That'll become a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, not only you got the sun, but the shadows, right?
Yep.
So you got to battle both of those.
Yeah, the batter's going to have to battle that ball coming out of the sun into the shade. But probably got another 2 innings. I'm going to guess about the 4th, 5th inning maybe. Or 5th inning, 6th inning. Okay, that ball's hit a ton in the air. Anderson comes. He's going to say, all right, I'm going to make up for that on the F8, out number 3. So, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error. 3rd error in the ball game, and there was 1 runner left on base. So after 3.5, 2-1, we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Okay, we're back. The big guy, Trace York's going to face the 6, 7, 8. Walker Baird, Brogan Brodsky, and Brady Ramsey. Walker Baird had that run-scoring base hit back in the first inning. Scored 2. Latimer Glover and Cannon Brodsky. So, batting from the left side, facing Mr. York for the second time. Mr. York just checks the defense behind him. Toes the rubber. Here we go. First pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Walker Baird, just a sophomore, too. You know, Coach Brinkhoff's got to be excited to have him back for 2 more years.
Next pitch upstairs, ball 2. Yeah, we talked about earlier in the year when we saw him, his average was around 180. And he's at now, what,
236.
236.
Or 286.
286, yeah,
286.
there you go. You'll get used to my right. Curve ball. They're going to pitchy careful to him. But Brogan Brodsky, he got good hitters.
Yeah.
You know, good. Really isn't a weak spot in the lineup.
Brady Ramsey grounded out to short, but he hit the ball hard. Gubler hit a nice one to center field. So, yeah, you know, they're tough outs all the way through the order.
3-0 pitch right there for strike 1. Strike 2.
Doesn't help you when it's a strike and you toss the bat, but I think he really thought it was inside, so he wasn't trying to do that by on purpose by any means, but at the same time, it's full count, and he better protect the plate.
Left side foul to the left side. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get to it. Nope. Got out of play anyway.
Barely gets into that bullpen down the left field line.
Nice facility here. Brigham Young University, Larry H. Miller Field.
Got our construction, too, in between the dugout and the bullpen. Last time they were wearing long sleeve fluorescent green. Now they got their orange. Different crew, maybe.
Stays alive on one on the inside portion on the curveball. Be the 7th pitch in the at-bat. Trace York looks into the dugout and wondering what he's got to do to get rid of this guy at the plate. Well, you put him on first base, which is second base on balls given up by York. I have him down for 2 strikeouts. 1, 2.
Well, so far we're halfway through this one, you know, here in the bottom of the 4th, and it's 2-1. So once again, runs are a premium. So anytime you can add to it or get an extra run, that's a big thing. And so with Walker Baird on first base, we'll see what Coach Brinkhoff decides to do, see how they can get him into scoring position.
Long look over there from York. Ball's upstairs for ball 1.
Frosco lays off that one. Good hitter. 288 average.
1-0 pitch on its way. That ball's fouled off back to our right. Even things up at 1-1. Must hit something solid down there. You hear the thud and everybody go, ooh.
Yeah, there is a few vehicles parked down there, so not sure.
So the 1-1 pitch. Nobody out. Walker Baird at first base. To the base on balls. Next pitch. Curveball. Inside the Brodsky for ball 2.
You notice, too, they got rid of that ball. Look how much cleaner and white this ball is compared to that last one. So even though you're playing on turf, they still color up a little bit, get some of that black from those beads in the turf.
Dang petroleum industry anyway. 2-1 pitch on its way. That's hit towards the shortstop. Our third baseman comes and grabs it. He's going to go across the first to Bowden for the 5-3 put out. And out number 1.
You know, that's
the runner.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's as good as a bunt. You put the ball in play, way better than a strikeout. It's a slow, high chopper. The third baseman comes across, makes the play on it, gets the out. But the most important thing for Kanab, Coach Brinkhoff, you get Walker Baird 90 feet closer to scoring, put him in scoring position at second base now.
Brady Ramsey, another left-handed batter, comes to the plate. He grounded out the shortstop his first time up. First pitch, curveball down, ball 1. Yeah, a lot smaller strike zone than we had last ball game.
Well, I think, part of it too, like you say, obviously different umpire, whatever else. But this is a game they expect guys to go out there and throw pitches and strikes, and they want these teams to go out there and earn their spot, stay in that winner's bracket.
So next pitch goes for strike, tried to throw down and gets Walker Baird off. Ian Ellis ain't afraid to throw it. Better not go to sleep on him. 1-1 pitch. One out. Curveball. Stays up.
Yeah, try to get him on that backdoor curveball. Started on the outside in that right-handed batter's box and see if you can't get it to break across that outside corner. But Ramsey's up on the plate pretty close. He read that one and realized it was out and laid off it.
Next pitch, the fastball. It's up. Tried to get Baird and hits him right in the middle of the back, and he gets the base. Going to stay there, though.
Well, I think Baird was timing that up. He knew that if I got a big enough secondary, he'd throw behind me to second base, and I'm taking off. They still had him out, but the throw hit him right in the back. So he got lucky there.
Yeah, well, like we say, rather be lucky than good some days.
Yeah, I think, and then he wanted to get up and run, and Coach Brinkerhoff's like, no, stay here on third base.
Can't everybody be lucky enough to work with old Big Joe from Centricom here, you know?
Yeah, we'll see
some
Ramsey
guys
now.
Down there are going to get lucky too. Yeah, Ramsey. All he got to do is get something in the hole somewhere or in the air deep enough to score Walker Baird.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not the one he wanted. Strike 3. Swinging. Third strikeout for Mr. York. Trace York, number 99. Takes a big man to wear number 99.
Yeah.
Pretty broad.
Yep. Well, now Hayden Gubler has a chance with 2 outs to pick up that runner.
Mr. Ellis tried to frame that one. If he sells that one, we're going to hire him.
Yeah, Gubler with the .231 batting average.
Had a good swing on that, but fouls it off.
I would keep our construction guys alive down there. They're playing a little baseball now. They got a ball in their area.
It's like got a break in the action. Trace York turns around and makes sure his defense set behind him. Toes the rubber to the plate. Curveball upstairs. Ball 2. Emory leading Manta 8-0. Carbon down 2-1 to North St. Pete. Providence Hall 3-1 over Richfield right now. There's the ball hit right straight back up the middle. That's going to score a run.
That's a good piece of hitting, Hayden Gubler. The thing that he did really good too is it's as much as you got to have the fundamentals and everything else, you got to hit the ball with your eyes too. He took his head and his eyes right down, squared that one up. When he was done swinging, his head was down the back arm. Just really good, nice piece of hitting right there with 2 outs to pick up that 2-out single and RBI.
And even turns you over to the top of the lineup as well. Cash Kabonik from the left side. Gets in Ian Ellis's way there at home plate. Hayden Gubler, I think he's got a few stolen bases on the season. First pitch, now he still goes trying down. Throws off the back foot on ball 1. Gubler, where are we at here? Yeah, 8 stolen bases. That ball hit to left field. Oh, lost in the sun. We wondered when that was going to happen. Oh, get up, get up.
Gubler's got good speed too, but I think his feet were running faster than he could go and kind of tripped up over third base. And, the smart thing is you saw Brinkerhoff right there telling him, as a coach, you want to pick him up and help him get going, but you can't aid the runner, and he just did a good job of staying away from him, but he gets up, had plenty of time to score, and, Kabonik ends up at third base.
Ends up on the triple. Sun-aided triple, but triple just the same. It looked like a line drive in the box score when he tells his girlfriend tonight.
Well, and now you got an extra run, too. So how big are those 2 runs with 2 outs?
Oh, that almost got Cale Glover.
And I think York's a little ticked off about that. That's why Glover took that pitch.
Yep, you see left fielder Brecken Shepard out there shading his eyes right now. Yep. Little attitude here right now from Trace York. I can understand the disappointment.
Frustrated. He's a gamer. He wants to win. And
yep, you've been out of the inning.
But at the same time, you don't have to go out there and strike everybody else out. And that's what happens is you fall behind 3-0 because of that. Well, 3-1, I guess.
So the 3-1 pitch on its way. Well, nice calling that outside one there. I haven't seen that one called most of the day, but outside portion.
Yep.
Gets it this time. Full count. Here's the pitch. Got him looking.
Now it's full count.
Oh, is it? You're right. Okay. Go with that full count. Thanks, Joe. Told you could be doing this. That ball's hit towards the shortstop. Up. Going to get by him. Out into left field. Hopped right over the glove.
Got to give that a base hit too, right?
Yep. Yep, that bad hop there. That'll bring up Latimer Glover. 3 runs in the inning to extend the lead to 5-1. Cale Glover, some good speed out there at first base.
Well, now, too, if you're Kanab, you got to be thinking, yeah, you want to win this game, but you got to be thinking, hey, if we can keep Walker Baird under certain pitch count, we'll have him available for Saturday. We'll have to get a pitch count total, see where he's at.
Outside, ball 1. I had him coming in at 47. Oh, no, that's, yeah, where do we have him? 60 through 4.
Okay, so
you'd have to have a day's rest.
Yeah, so if they pull him now, he'll be able to throw on Saturday. If not, then he'll need 2 days once he hits 61 to 85.
Strike 1. The impression I got from Brinkcroft was he's the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if it was 10-1, something like that, 11-1 right now, maybe. But, well, that's ripped down the left field line, just foul. Latimer thought he had it.
Just fouled by about 5 feet, too, and he hit that hard line drive, turned on that pitch, and he's not going to get that same pitch again.
No, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trace York, too, just so our listeners and people watching know, he's at 77 pitches for Grand right now.
Joab leading American leadership 12-0. Grantsville 11-1 over Delta. That ball's up and gets to the backstop. Ian Ellis is going to throw down. Don't give up. Like I said, that ball comes back off of that concrete. Ian Ellis just turned and fired. If I'm Trace York, I'm getting out of the way out there.
Yeah, you better.
2-2. Now the runner at second base, Cale Glover. 9 stolen bases on the season. Got good speed. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So, let's get some numbers here. 3 runs. 2 hits. There was no errors on the inning, and there was 1 runner. Yep, 1 runner left on base after 4 complete. 5-1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centacom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance Packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state. At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Okay, we're back here. And Walker Baird's going to face the 7, 8, 9. Ian Ellis, Weston Jones, Kalen Bowden. First pitch from Walker Baird with the 5-1 lead. Strike one. That's what you want to see. Go out and get 3 runs, come in and throw strikes.
Yeah, got to like that 5-1 lead. It's a lot better than 2-1.
Curveball. Askin says no. Did hold up. Ian Ellis, the catcher for Coach Wilson Lamb. Spelled Wilson. Hit right at the third baseman. Barasco across the diamond for the out. What the heck?
I think he's going to hurt his hand right there as he was trying to. Was he trying to in between a slide or a run and kind of a little bit of a
I just saw him go
collision.
Down.
Yeah. He's hurting though.
Yep. Something ain't good. And like I say, it's that hand. He's holding that arm. So the 5-3 put out.
And he's the catcher too, so that's not good.
No, it's not good. We did see Weston Jones do some catching last year when Ellis pitched, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So Weston Jones coming to bat. Heard me call his name, didn't he? Stepped right up. What'd you have?
Baird 61.
Yeah, that's what I had. So with the one pitch there.
Yep.
Hey, I'm getting better at this stuff, Coach. Look out. First pitch to Weston Jones. Outside for ball one.
Weston Jones comes in with a .340 batting average.
Next pitch from Walker Baird. That's going to go to the first baseman, Ramsey. Walker missed the base.
It, yeah. Really good play there by the first baseman and even Baird to get over there. But what you got to do is you got to get to the baseline and follow it up. He kind of cut the corner there and then missed the bag. You got to get to the baseline and follow the baseline up.
So you cannot assume the out. So I'm going to have to give him a base hit on that one. See what the scorer did. Yeah, no error up there yet anyway. Or an additional one. Him and I disagree on the errors anyway. First pitch upstairs, ball one to Kalen Bowden. And then back to the top. So there's the one out. Swing and a miss on a good fastball.
Yeah, and if you remember, he reached on the air, on the throwing air, from Vrosco on the E5, and then as it went past and rounded it trying to get to second base, there was a good backup from Kanab and able to get him out going to second.
That misdirected off of the pitcher, but they get the...
How'd it be to have a player like Kel Glover to coach, right?
Yeah.
In any sport that he plays. He's just a gamer. That ball was hit hard up the middle. Looks like an easy double play. It actually ricochets off of Baird, goes towards second base, but because Latimer's coming over to cover the bag for the double play, Glover's able to cut across in front of the bag, in front of Latimer. Glover there at second base, field it, and make the out at first base.
Normally when you see a 1-4-3 in the scoreboard, it's a double play, but this was just a single assist.
Yeah, and it's 1-6-3.
Or 1-6-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see whether it was second baseman or...
Yeah, it was Glover come across, which was what I was saying.
You did say that, didn't you?
Pretty amazing play right there.
Yeah. Good heads-up play by Glover. So 2 outs. Curve ball to Brecken Shepard for ball one.
And Shepard, the leadoff hitter, he's there for a reason, but he struggled so far today. A strikeout in the first and then popped up to the pitcher back in the third, and that was right at near home plate.
Whoop, they had him and didn't see it. He had froze and kind of taken a step towards third when Glover moved behind him there, but the signal, get him hopping around out there, catching him while he's hopping, and could be big trouble. That one's lifted foul to the right-hand side.
And you said it, they had him, but Baird didn't see it. But the one thing Baird did recognize that both his shortstop and second base were at the bag versus throwing home. He stepped off to let them reset.
Yep. So 1-1. Now they go. That gets off. It's kind of a half-hearted throw.
Yeah, obviously you don't want to get a huge lead, but for the most part, anything hit the outfield he's going to score on, right? So play your position. You have 2 outs.
Yeah, and the 1 run can't hurt you if you're Kanab.
So don't get caught up playing too much and then give up a hole through a hit through the hole.
Ooh. Roscoe from an E bounced one down there.
And I actually liked that because it looked like it was going right back to Baird, but it went to second base. But the next time, Jones is going to be thinking take third on that.
Swing and miss. Even things up.
And that time, Verosco just fakes the throw, gets him back to second.
Yeah, they time him up the way he's hopping around out there. Oh, Roscoe forgot something. Forgot the baseball. On a curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, now it's full count. Like I say, just focus on the batter if you're the pitcher, and defensively you just got to play your position. Can't worry about that base runner. But now it does put the pressure on Verosco to keep anything in front, because anything that gets by him will let him score.
Well, the trouble you run into, you go much farther, you give Trace York a chance to come to the plate with somebody on. So you want to put the fire out here pretty shortly, like that.
Got him on the curveball swinging right there for strike 3.
So, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on. So after 4.5, 5-1, Kanab will be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by King County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the Stage Stop convenience store, but dine at Blue Taco with BOGO Tuesday. Buy any one Blue Taco item, get one free. Check out these specials: crisp Pink Lady apples, $1.29 a pound; boneless beef rump roast, $5.49 a pound; Johnsonville Select Italian sausage for $3.49; Glazier's Market baby cakes for $4.99 each; and Dietz & Watson Select ham for $7.29 a pound. For more savings, visit glaziersmarket.com.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, anyplace. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and Mobile Catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
Okay, we're back. Trace York to face 4-5-6. Cannon Verosco, Cooper Anderson, Walker Baird. Finds himself down 5-1 still. Got some score updates. Grantsville 14-1 over Delta. North San Pete 2-1 going into the 7th over Carbon. First pitch from York. Verosco hits towards the left-hand side. Going to have to hurry. Don't get him. No. Infield single for Mr. Verosco. Hit to the third base side. Shortstop Tatum Bisco did everything he could, but just couldn't get up off the ground and throw it hard enough to beat the speedy Verosco.
Yeah, you're right. That ball was hit hard in the 5-6 hole. Bisco got there, dove, popped up, made a nice throw, but, Verosco shows his speed, gets down the line.
Cooper Anderson up. Takes ball 1 upstairs.
Cooper drew a walk back in the first and then got struck out looking back in the third.
It's good to have somebody 6'8" or 6'9" over there. You don't have to worry about throwing it over their head, huh? Oh, bunt attempt. They're going to go back to first. Nope. Missed the bunt attempt, did Cooper Anderson. Got to get that ball on the ground.
Yeah, I think you'll see Brinkerhoff stay with it, but Verosco's got to be smarter there at first base. You can't be getting such a big lead. You got to get your bunt jump, see the ball down before you take off.
Goes and pulls the bat back, takes ball 2. Good job of Cooper Anderson there to recognize the ball up in the strike zone. Ideally, you want something from the middle half down so you can get the ball down. Now everybody's throwing it. Cannon Brosk over there at third base. I think that's the first time York's gone over there today, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they realize how important that extra 90 feet is.
Well, that ball's up over the head for ball 3.
Yeah, came with the curveball right there. Thinking 2 strikes, he's going to be swinging, but I still think he was going to lay the bunt down had it been a strike.
2-2, huh? I had it 3-1. Oh, fouls it. So you were right. Fouled it off. So that counts as a strikeout, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess that's one way you get a strikeout. Number 4 for Trace York. Brings up Walker Baird. 1 for 1 in the ball game. 2 RBIs, base on balls and score. From the left-hand side. Here's the pitch. Boy,
just missed
on that one.
Yep. Turned that one, hit it right down the first baseline, just missed it for a base hit to end up foul ball.
So, count 0-1 to Walker Baird. Got him a 5-1 lead here right now. Bottom of the 5th inning. Scheduled for 7. Next pitch. That's it. Left side. I think that's going to get out of play. Yeah, right at the top of the fence.
He measured that one perfect, right? Because it was right on top of the fence and then bounces into out of play.
Yeah. Would have taken a Kalen Bowden to reach.
Yeah, I was going to say it's too hard regardless, so you wouldn't have been able to get there unless you were there early and maybe have a chance at it. But foul ball, down 0-2 now, Walker Baird.
Cooper Anderson, or Ken Nebraska at first base. Ball's inside. Throw down again.
Yeah, you like
the averages are working in Kanab's favor.
I was just going to say that, Willie. You like to see him continue to make that throw because eventually one of those throws are going to go into right field and you're going to find yourself on third base.
Walker Baird just fouling that one off to stay alive.
I finally figured out why those construction workers are paying such attention because they're getting a lot of foul balls hit at them. They're wondering what's going on. Yeah, they got their hard hats on.
Hard hats on, don't they? They're earning hazardous duty pay out there today. Ooh.
They thought their hard hats were for a different reason and not baseballs coming at them. But the work must go on down there.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it again for the 3rd time. Walker Baird just fouling off the pitch you don't like. Just tough with 2.
And I think, with Verosco, I think you can try to get him down to first base too.
Got a little bit better pitch. He had a pretty fair hack at that one, but fouled it off again.
The one thing, if you can get him going, the one thing it does is who's going to cover the bag. It's going to create a little bit of some gaps out there on the infield that if Baird hits something, he might find a base hit because the runner was going.
And he'll go either.
Yeah, yeah, he likes middle.
Boy, not sure how he was able to hold off after swinging at some of them others like that one to work the count to 2-2.
I just think because of Baird, at the size of him, that ball was down, right?
Yep.
But yeah, for most people, that's a strike.
So 2-2 on the 8th pitch in the at-bat. Curveball stays upstairs.
Yeah, Nellis tried to pull that one in and frame it down, but umpire says no. So really good at-bat here to go full, and now I do think you'll see Verosco going. Even though it's just one out.
Got to make sure the pitch is going to the plate, though. Yep, there he goes, and there goes the base hit. That'll move him to at least third base if they come up with it clean. And the throw comes in on the base hit.
Yeah, because he was going, he gets first to third easily versus maybe only going first to second. So good smart baseball from Kanab right there, and a good piece of hit and really good at-bat from Walker Baird.
You betcha. Worked the 9th pitch for a base hit. Brings up Brogan Brochko. Brogan got some pop.
Yeah, and I like his last at-bat, even though he hit that high, slow chopper, he got on top of the baseball, right? I think when he's hitting his best, he's getting on top of the baseball, hitting those hard line drives.
First pitch, called strike. Brochko didn't like that one.
No, he didn't. He kind of shook his head, and I love Coach Brinkhoff. He just looks at him and says, hey, go get it.
We talked about Brinkhoff's attitude and his demeanor. Kind of wears off on his ball club. And that's a good thing. Stay calm.
Well, the players know that he believes in him, has a lot of confidence. And, yeah, he always is relaxed and never too high, never too low. And his players respond.
That next pitch stays upstairs, ball 2, I mean. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Yeah, Verosco's got to look for a pitch to drive out of the infield here, at least pick up that 1 run. Stay out of a double play.
Ball 3 in the dirt, in the turf dirt. Here we go again, turf dirt.
Yeah.
You ever seen turf dirt, Big Joe?
Yes.
There it is.
It's right there.
Right there. That's the colored stuff out there that ain't green. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Called strike 2.
Yep, so full count, 1 out. We'll see if he gets a runner going from first again here. If he gets bared off on the pitch.
Nope. Over. Whoa. Almost had a casualty there at the plate.
Yeah,
ball 4.
Umpire and catcher getting their feet tangled up as he was trying to save that pitch from getting to the backstop. Really nice job of Ellis getting there and doing that.
Third base on balls given up thus far by Trace York. Go with the 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's going to load him up, too, for Brady Ramsey, who's 0 for 2. Ground out to shortstop and a strikeout.
With 1 out, bases loaded. He goes to the full windup. There's York. Yep, fouled off to the left.
And this is where York's, pitch the best, is out of the windup. He's a lot more comfortable throwing out of the windup. He just looks more in command of his pitches when he's thrown out of the windup. So this is probably a good thing for Grand, maybe not so much for Kanab.
I have him in about. That's going to get into the outfield. That's going to score 2. Here comes the throw home. Going to be cut off.
Well, Brady Ramsey just proved me wrong, right? He says, nah, we got loaded bases. I'm going to drive this one into center field. He got a good swing on a fastball. The first one he got by him, but the second one did not fool him at all.
And he's got to be at about 104 pitches by my count. What he got, Big Joe? See how many pitches he's got on there.
It's catching up.
Yeah, Kanab still not done here now, leading 7 2-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning with runners at first and second and just the one out.
Well, 4 more would end it. Got just the one out. Outside.
I've got him at 105 right now.
Okay. That's what I said. What did I say? 104? 105 with that one. The pitch, that's going to find the hole. See if it's deep. Yep, they're going to, nope, they held him. Yeah. Not a real strong arm out there in left field, but I guess you play it safe, play for the big inning. Just one out. Base hit by Brady Ramsey.
Yeah, that's going to bring Coach out of the dugout and go make a pitching change.
Well, while they make the pitching change, we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Heim and KSL Sports.
The staff and management of Kane County Hospital provides professional care for you and your family. Their skilled nursing facility, medical, surgical, radiology, and laboratory personnel offer a calm and professional atmosphere while providing care for the community and visitors alike. Their 15-bed skilled nursing facility offers residents an astounding panoramic view while delivering the security and comfort of home. Healing happens here. Kane County Hospital in Kanab, supporting academics and athletics at our Kane County schools.
The Kane County School District is proud to serve students and parents in Kane County while making it a priority to focus on every student every day. Kane County School District makes it easy and convenient to find information about local schools, the district calendar, announcements, Board of Education minutes, as well as your students' grades and attendance, all at kanek12.org. That's kanek12.org. You can also follow the Kane County School District on Facebook. Rigor, Relationships, Relevance. The Kane County School District. Lumber Plus True Value is now Lumber Plus Do It Best. Same store, same people, only better. Lumber Plus is currently under construction and making the store bigger and better. Things are being moved around during construction, so ask for help if you can't find what you're looking for. Don't miss this month's specials. Get a Pro Mask blue masking tape for $7.99 each. And gear up for grilling with Kingsford 12-pound Match Light Charcoal for $12.99 at Lumber Plus Do It Best Hardware in Kanab.
And welcome back to Provo, BYU, where Kanab leads this one 7-1 over Grand right now. And with the pitching change, it is Brady Dawson to come in for Grand, and that'll send York to third base. We'll try to get the other position changes, but Brady Dawson now coming on. There is loaded bases with, you got Brogan Verosco at third base, Brady Ramsey at second, and Hayden Gubler at first, with Cash Kabanik coming to the plate, who is swinging an extremely hot bat right now. He's 2 for 3. He's got a single. He flew out to center, and then a triple and a run scored, and an opportunity here to blow this thing wide open. We got Joe here helping us. So Brecken Shepard goes to left. JT Dowd stays in center. Williams will be in right. Jones at second, Bisco to short, and like I said, York to third. So appreciate Joe Williams helping us out with position changes.
So who came out?
Nobody.
Okay. Don't worry about that, the other half.
Yeah.
All right. So Brady Dawson going to face Cash Kabanik with the bases loaded. 1 out.
Sorry, Jones came out. He was the second baseman.
Okay. So who's at second now?
Swayze.
First pitch from Dawson. Oh, Good hack there from Cash Kabonic. Comes up empty.
Dawson comes in, 17 innings pitched, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, 4.94 ERA.
Oh, behind Cash Kabonic.
Yeah, I almost thought that hit him. He just stood right in there, but
I think he was willing to take it. It just missed him.
I think he was willing to take it too, but he wants to hit, and I think if you're Coach Brinkerhoff, you want to see him swing the bat.
He'll hit all fields. Here's the pitch. That's lifted foul. Is that going to stay fair? Nope, it's going to get out of play. Best way to judge that's looking at the crowd, folks.
Yeah. Well, nobody really even gave a chase, right? They realized that one's out of play, and fortunate for Kabonic, he's grateful it's out of play too, because he got a little bit too much underneath that one and popped it straight up, but it did get behind the first base dugout here out of play.
So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down low for ball 2. Even things up 2-2 to Cash Kabonic. Cash 2 for 3 in the ball game. Next pitch inside. Ball 3. Counts full.
Yeah, no place to put him either. So good patience at the plate here from Cash Kabonic. He realizes he's got to come right at him, and he's going to see a good pitch right here.
And he drills one to center field. That'll score a run. Base runners, everybody else is moving. Good heads-up play there by Brady Ramsey to tag up and go.
Yeah, both runners from second and third tag up and advance. So a nice piece of hitting right there from Kabonic to hit the deep fly ball to right to make sure he gets the 1 run in.
Ramsey stays at first. Brings up Cale Glover. Cale 1 for 3 in the ball game. First pitch upstairs. Eighth hitter in the inning for the Kanab Cowboys. That ball's up. He started to go dink the second baseman to come over, open the hole. That's going to score 2.
Yeah, Kanab just starting to really open this game up. Makes it now 10-1.
Yeah, that was a good job. He started to take off at second base. Second baseman headed early, and ball just got by him. For the double. That scored what, 2?
Yeah, a single and 2.
Yep. So 10-1, is that the score? I can't read the scoreboard.
Yeah, yep.
Curveball up misses to Latimer Glover, the 9th hitter in the inning. 1 more run ends this ball game. Strike 1.
Well, and I'm sure Coach Brinkcraft loved to see that, right? Go get the win with the bats right here. Save some arms. You know, I think pitching-wise, Baird's probably done, but you don't have to worry about throwing anybody else or letting Grand get back in this game. Go win it while you can.
2 balls, 1 strike. Cale Glover at first base. Ball's lifted foul. Even things up at 2-2.
Nobody too excited to go get that ball right there. No little kids in that top right corner of the bleachers.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. I have just the one. No, there aren't 2 outs. There's that second out count.
Yeah, 2 outs. The fly out from Cash Kabonic.
No, that's right. F8. That's lifted in the air. Looks like Kalen Bowden going to catch that in the out number 3. But Kanab comes up with 5 runs. They do it on 4 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on. After 5 complete. It's 10-1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Okay, we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Who was the third out there last inning?
Last inning, it was Glover.
No, I mean
Latimer. Brecken Shepherd. So we're Romeo.
Okay.
Romeo tries to lay it down that third base line, but just goes foul.
I got excited and didn't write down the last out in that last inning.
Romeo got caught looking for strike 3 back in the first and struck out swinging in the third. Baird's had his number this game.
Pitch upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball hit towards the second baseman. Latimer Glover over to first for the 4-3 putout. Out number 1.
That'll bring up Tatum Bisco. He flew out to center field and popped up to second base. He's 0 for 2.
Richfield Providence Hall tied up 3-3. Some of those must have gone final. I'm not sure why they're not showing up here. Ball's hit right at the third baseman. Roscoe crossed the first for the 5-3 putout. Out number 2.
You got to like that so far. If you're Kanab to start the inning, ground ball to second, ground ball to third, and 2 outs. And the hot-hitting Trace York coming to the plate for Grand. So you like to see him coming up with 2 outs and nobody on, because he's hit some balls. The second one probably should have been caught, but that first one was a laser.
That ball hit on the ground. Uh-oh. EC there on the coach right between his legs.
He's having some fun with the Kanab coaches over there. Big smile. I think everybody's had a time or two there.
Yep. Next pitch. Just like the other, not quite as far down the line, though.
No, that was stopped by the coach there, Kanab, with his foot.
Well, now, last time he challenged him with the fastball. Let's see. He's been pretty weak on the curveball. Yeah, he likes whatever signal he got, so here we go. Curveball. Ooh, just missed.
Yeah, just off the plate. But York had a good look at it, too.
Enterprise just showed up. Next pitch. Ooh, curveball over the top of that one. He getting less and less of it each time.
Yeah. Still 1-2. If anything, you could challenge him up and in and then maybe come back low and away right here. But with 2 outs nonetheless, Baird just wants to go at him and let his defense try to help him out, get him out.
Foul ball.
Yeah, kind of a check swing right there on that off-speed pitch. Just puts the bat out and fouls it off straight back towards the first base dugout.
Got off of somebody, I don't know, was the umpire or the catcher. Next pitch, another curveball. That's ripped to left field. Battling the sun, but Cash Kabonik on the F7 for out number 3. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on at the end of 5 1/2, 10-1. Kanab will be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Okay, we're back. Brady Dawson's going to face, who is he going to face? Oh, we're going to go with 4-5-6. Cannon Brosco, Cooper Anderson, and Walker Baird. Ball 1 to Cannon Brosco. Bottom of the 6th here, 10-1. Kanab, they could end it here with 1 run in this inning. That ball's ripped. Left center field on his horse is JT Dowd. He's made some.
He's made a lot of good plays, hasn't he? A couple of them looked a little sketchy, but he's made every play he's had the opportunity to make.
On a lot of baseball fields we play on, that would have been a home run.
Yeah. Well, Verosco's shown that he can hit a home run. He's got 3 on the season, so.
Yep. Cooper Anderson. He's walked and struck out twice.
Look at that. Coach Bundy's already ready. He's up here giving us his lineups.
That guy's all right. I don't care what everybody else says. That ball's fouled off to the right-hand side. Strike 1.
I did my job for next game.
Yeah, okay. I'll go grab, I'll get mine done. Curveball stays upstairs. 1-1. That's going to find a spot right there in left field. Base hit, he's going to try 2.
Not going to get there.
Got him. Trying to stretch a single into the double, so he did get the hit, but gets put out at second base for out number 2.
Yeah, really nice job of just getting the ball in, hitting the cutoff, relaying it in, getting that out. But you like the hustle and the opportunity to maybe get that go-ahead winning run at second base right there with less than 2 out. But now you got nobody on base and 2 out.
Ooh, Walker Baird rips one foul down the right field line for strike one.
You know, he gets there safely, and then a base hit wins the ball game. But one thing about it, he probably, with his speed, could have stole that base too. Baird down in the count, 0-2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. Kanab leads 10-1.
Walker Baird fouls that one off.
You talked about a little bit of an injury early. You know, his batting average was low, but everybody knew it just a matter of time getting him healthy, and his batting averages just continued to climb. But the other thing that's been more important for Kanab is getting him strong and on the mound. He's done a really good job for them this year on the mound.
That one stays upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we're in that spot where the ball comes out of the sun and into the shadows. Walker Baird rips one towards the left-hand side. Ooh.
I talk about battle of the sun. You even saw it. He had the glasses right there, a little bit of a flicker, but a really nice play out there in left field.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. No runners left on. He got put out. So at the end of 6 complete, 10-1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team High, and KSL Sports.
Heads up for the perfect solution to jumpstart your outdoor adventure. Whether you're tearing up the back roads or backcountry, driving the trails or highways of Utah, or making waves on the waterways with family or friends, it's high time you experience the unsurpassed excitement destination at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet and Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford, and Jorgensen Power Sports in Richfield will make sure you're properly outfitted. That's Jorgensen Auto Group, Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, Jorgensen Ford, Jorgensen Power Sports Richfield, thrill seekers wanted.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Okay, we're back. Final chance for the Grand County Red Devils. They'll bring J.T. Dowd, Caden Swayze, and Ian Ellis. Walker Baird still on the mound. Not sure how many pitches he's got, but I imagine the way he's been throwing, he's got enough to finish out this inning, this last one. I had him at 79 before the last inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, first pitch gets by Veratsko all the way to the screen for ball 1 to J.T. Dowd.
Dowd, the center fielder, 0 for 2, but he's done a nice job defensively out in center field for Grand, looking for his first hit.
Oh.
He got his hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. First one today for Walker Baird. No walks yet for Walker. It's a big thing.
Yeah, really
bring
is.
Him back.
Oh, they are.
Put the elbow up there. So it's just a ball. We'll take that and off.
Yeah, they're saying that.
Call it ball 2.
Yep. You got to at least make an attempt to get out of the way, and they're basically saying made no attempt.
So 2-ball count. 2 balls, no strikes. To J.T. Dowd. Foul back. Strike 1. So the 2-1 upstairs, ball 3.
You know, Baird looked like he reached back, brought a little extra on that pitch right there, but you know, his velocity stayed from inning 1 to here we are in inning 7. He's kept that velocity up there.
So the 3-1. Outside, ball 4, first base on balls. And as soon as I mentioned it, well, it took the hit pitch away, so still just the one freebie given up by him. So Craig Brinkerhoff's going to go out. Well, it looks like he's going to make a change.
I think he's just checking with him, see how he's doing, and saying, hey, we want you to finish this game. No reason to bring in any other pitchers. That's what he does. Give him a vote of confidence, taps him on the chest, tell him he's got it right here. And I think, too, or just a reminder to the infielders, take the out, make the easy play, the for sure out. That runner means nothing. So if there's any chance, we don't need to get the lead runner to get the out.
Yep. 88 pitches is where he's at right now. So, stolen base for J.T. Dowd.
That shows you the reason he's in center field, right? Just great speed. He runs balls down. He can steal bases. And pretty good throw from Verosco. Just up. I think if the ball was down and in front of the bag right there on a line, they may have had a chance, but stolen base nonetheless.
Next pitch. That's hit weakly towards the third baseline. Going back. Oh, just can't get there. Is Brogan Verotsko. Strike 1.
Yeah, foul ball.
Tough one.
Yeah, it was. It was halfway between third base and the foul pole down there. Just he needed another half a step, but just missed
and
it.
No way to get an angle on it other than just right straight over the shoulder.
Yep.
Going exactly away from him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at second base. J.T. Dowd. Got time? Next pitch, swing and a miss.
Oh, really good looking curveball right there.
He pulled the string on that one for dang sure.
It looked like fastball, fastball, fastball until it wasn't.
It just fell. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 10-1. Kanab holds the lead. Swing and miss.
I didn't catch it clean though. Maybe a little foul ball. Got just enough of it, I guess. A piece of it there to stay alive.
Must have. I didn't see it hit the dirt, or the turf dirt, but it must have. There, he got him.
Yep, and that one I could hear the foul tip, but right into Verosco's glove for a strikeout and out number 1.
I show that as number 6 for Walker Baird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7.
6. You're right, 7. I get excited and miss some of this stuff.
That's a pretty good outing, right? Anytime you get 7+ strikeouts.
1 base on balls. First pitch to Ian Ellis. Outside, ball 1. Ellis 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Yeah, strikeout back in the 2nd, and then a ground out to 3rd in the 5th.
Here's the pitch. Just misses, ball 2.
Well, you can see the focus here on Ellis is pitch him away. They don't want to give him anything middle in. But now you're down 2-0. You're going to have to make an adjustment and challenge him.
So here's the pitch. Inside, strike 1.
Yeah, and Verosco, you saw the emphasis too. First 2 pitches outside, like we said, and then that time he came completely inside. And the pitch actually started middle, but had good tail inside, but it still was a strike.
Yeah, still got the velocity and got the tail on that fastball, just like he had in the first inning. That's it. That's a base hit. That's going to score a run. So, 4th hit in the ball game gets them their 2nd run.
Well, that ball too, it was definitely hit hard up the middle, right there, just to the right of Vladimir Glover there at second base, and he kind of tried to backhand it off the one hop. Really tough play. I don't think he would have had another option, but just not able to come up with it as it gets into right center field.
So Weston Jones had played. I didn't see the number on the runner out there. The red numerals on the front of the jersey are hard to pick up.
Yeah, we need a little white in there, don't we, to be able to see that, because that red is hard.
So 10-2. Outside, ball 1 to Weston Jones.
Maybe number 9. If it is, that's Javelin Pierce.
Yeah, sounds like a good name for a runner.
Yeah, he's got 3 stolen bases on the season.
Let's go with it. We'll go with Javelin Pierce.
We just got confirmation from our boss man here to our right, Joe Williams, says it is a number 9. So it is Javelin Pierce.
Another one outside. 3 straight balls from Walker Baird. Throw bat in practice, Walker. There you go.
Yep. Well, and anytime, the batter squares around like that, kind of, trying to get in your head a little bit, throw another ball, it just sends a message to the pitcher, hey, just pound to the zone. He's going to pull it back.
That ball's hit towards center field. A late break by the center fielder, Cooper Anderson. He gets that ball in, though. So the stand-up double for Weston Jones. Puts runners at 2nd and 3rd. 5th hit in the ball game.
Well, that is going to bring Brinkerhoff out for the 2nd time this inning, so there will be a pitching change.
All righty. Well, while we see who's going to replace Walker Baird, we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Basin machinery takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjustable gang angle, the Turbo Max gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seed bed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today to see what the Turbo Max can do for you. Mason Machinery in Great Plains. Harvest starts here.
Okay, well, we're back. Got a new pitcher, Logan Veeder. Number 14 comes in with a 3.22 ERA, 41 in the third innings of work, 47 strikeouts, 14 base on balls. So, once you get this over at the number 2 right there.
Yeah, you know, Walker Baird had a great outing, but just kind of run out of pitches there at the end and give up a few hits and give Grand credit. You know, they get down to this last inning. They don't want to go away without making some noise and trying to give their best effort. So Walker Baird will go to first base. That's going to send out Brady Ramsey to right field, and Grady Anderson will come in, and Logan Veeder on to pitch will replace Grady Anderson. So Kanab leading 10-2, runners at second and third, 1 out.
First pitch inside for ball 1 to Kalen Bowden. And then back to the top of the order with 1 out. Ball 2. Well, not quite the way you draw it up. You want your relief man to come in and throw strikes.
Not only throw strikes, but throw as few as pitches as possible, too.
That's hit towards the right field. It's going to score up. Did he drop that?
Yeah,
on
they're saying it was safe. Nope, they're just saying it hit off the glove and no catch.
So the E9, when you know it finds you the first thing, they move you around. One more error for 4 errors.
Well, that's going to load up that's going to put first and third now with another run in, so 10-3. Still 1 out, first and third. And back to the top of the order and Brecken Shepard.
So Brecken Shepard, first pitch to Shepard. It's hit slowly to Veeder. He's going to go to first for 1. They're going to go home, try to get the second. Going to go back behind. Shoo. Nope.
Well, that actually wasn't Shepard either that was batting. They had, was it number 15? Maybe it was 13. Maybe that was Dawson.
That must have been who Brady Dawson came in for. So Dawson out 1-3. They score another run.
And we got Weston Jones now in for, I'm confused.
This should be Romeo Williams here.
Yeah, but I think they have a pinch hitter, but I think they said Weston Jones, but I don't think it's Weston Jones.
No, it's number, is it 12 or?
Well, number 12 is Weston Jones. But I think they have him as number 2. So in the program, it's switched around. In the program, they do have Weston Jones as number 12, but I think we had him as number 2.
That's it right at the left fielder. That's out number 3. That's a ball game. L7 for out number 3. But they come up with 3 runs. They do it on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and there were 2 runners left on for 6. So final score 10-4. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.